What basically is public bike sharing is that you make bicycles available at multiple locations in the city from where citizens can rent them for their short distance commuting as well as a first and last mile to the nearest public transit. This is Shreyansh. I am an urban transport planner and associate director at MYBYK. I'll be talking about public bike sharing under the tactical urbanism set up by MCGM in Mumbai. Our cities are really congested. We are suffering from pollution, global warming as we see outside, and a lot of these emissions are coming from vehicular pollution. If we look at the mode share of our cities, over 50% of our trips are happening in public transport, and over 70% of the trips are less than 5 kilometers. Now, I personally feel that there is no need to buy a private vehicle, either a two-wheeler or a four-wheeler, for such short distances where they end up getting parked for 22 hours in the parking lots. What we can do is that, if we encourage people to walk the distance, if the distance is not something that you can walk, you can always rent a bicycle for such short distances and really help the city bring down its congestion and pollution. How we can do is making public bike sharing a pan-city network where the bicycles are made available at every few hundred meters where people can easily access them, rent this bicycle for their short distance, maybe 1 hour, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever is their commuting time. Also, what we can do is we can allow people to take this on a subscription model to their homes. So what happens is that now we are no longer targeting just first and last mile connectivity of the users, but because you have allowed the user to take the bicycles to their homes, they'll start using it for health and leisure, early in the mornings, late in the nights. They might also use this non-motorized vehicles to buy groceries or drop their kids to schools. What we really need to do is we start deploying the bicycles across the city. We start off maybe at all the railway stations, because railway stations are really the nodal points where Mumbaikars are traveling 7 million people per day using the railways. Additionally, if we can also put this at all the promenades, say for example Marine Drive, Worli Sea Face or a Carter Road, what happens is not only the residents of these localities can use it for health and leisure, but even the thousands of tourists who are coming here on a daily basis can use these bicycles, use them for their health and leisure. So we are not only talking of a healthy environment, we are also talking of a healthy citizen. We are really happy that Mumbai has set a target of deploying 1 lakh micromobility vehicles across Mumbai in the next few years. And they also came up with a policy for public bike sharing. Public bike sharing, typically they do not survive without viability gap funding from cities, the government authorities. But in cities like Mumbai, where the population is such, you will always find users. So maybe mega cities may not require any financial support, but definitely small interventions in the policy which allow multiple operators to come and implement their product will really help the city, because no one operator can deploy the services and cater to the needs of 20 million citizens in a dense city like Mumbai. Mumbai has around 2000 kilometers of road length. Now, if I just take out the unauthorized parking from every kilometer of road length, just one car park, we can potentially deploy 10 bicycles in that space of one car park. So imagine if 2000 kilometers of road, we just take out one car park and we put there 2000 cycle stands. We are talking of 20,000 bicycles. MYBYK has currently deployed its bicycles at Warsaw metro station, where a lot of people are getting down and using this for their first and last mile commuting. Even tourists use this bicycle to explore the area. MYBYK offers subscription model where the citizens can opt for taking the bicycle home for a week or for a month. What also happens is that there's no need to create multiple stands in the city, because at times city does not have space where we can set up the stands. If I create stands at multiple locations, I still need to walk from my home or my office to the nearest public bike stand, pick up a bicycle or an e-scooter, go and drop it off at the metro station or the railway station. I get down somewhere, I pick up another vehicle, I drop it off somewhere, and I again need to walk to my home or my office. Against it, if we allow people to take bicycles or e-scooters all the way to their home on a subscription basis, benefit is that if the distance is really small, say for example 5 or 6 kilometers, they can travel end to end on this bicycle and get a door-to-door connectivity. Or if they are a long distance user, they can probably take the bicycle from their home, drop it off at the nearest transit point, take the public transport, get down, pick up another bicycle and go all the way to their office. So this is when you are actually offering convenience, comfort at very affordable prices. And that's when people will actually start using the services, and will see more people coming out of their private vehicles to public transport. Bicycles as a mean also has the potential to increase the ridership of public transport. Our cities, they prioritize public transport, they spend thousands of crore rupees for the metro network. But what sometimes they end up missing is not investing in efficient first and last mile connectivity. Now I've created a wonderful network of metro, but if I am not able to bring people to the metro network, I'm really not justifying the cost that I've incurred in this project. Hence, public bike sharing is one mode which is not consuming a lot of space. Your bicycles are always on the move. People get a very affordable mode of commuting for their first and last mile. Transform the city from an environment point of view as well as from the health point of view also of the citizens. Till the time the cycle tracks do not become a network, we'll really want to deploy the bicycles wherever the cycle tracks have come up, so that people start renting the bicycles at the spot and start using the cycle tracks. Because otherwise what happens is the cycle tracks, they get encroached. It's a chicken and egg situation where a lot of times the government feel that there are not enough cyclists, then why should we create the cycle tracks? We need to begin somewhere. Let us start deploying bicycles across the city. Let citizens start using them. Once more citizens start using the services, they will themselves become a voice, and then equal space will be allotted to pedestrians, to cyclists, as well as to the other road users. So with this wonderful initiative of tactical urbanism, we are really hopeful that MCGM will really start implementing bicycle stands across various parts of the city, so that citizens can start using the services. Also, it will be great that if the citizens can also give their opinions and suggestions in the tactical urbanism platform, that where all do they feel this bicycle stands should be developed. So definitely public bike sharing will starting off somewhere will definitely lead not just towards creating the required infrastructure, but will fit in very well into the larger picture of making Mumbai net zero by 2050.